Hello and welcome. I just wanted to test out playing Terraforming Mars in Tabletop Simulator with all of the expansions. There's been a couple of updates since the last time I explored this mod or this, workshop item you can download. So I figured, hey, this could be fun. Load it all in and just see if it's more appealing than playing um, on the web client. So I'm not sure if it's easier or harder to see things, but one of the things I really like about this is the fact that you can click Generate Map. And now we have a completely unique map to Terraforming Mars, built up of all the different tiles that we see before. We can go here and see our starting couple things is discard cards if you have them, and then make monies for cities, whereas Calvinists and Reds are interesting. And then if I just hit Research, I'm pretty sure it knows. It tells you what cards come out, and then it knows to set you down your TR cube, and then cool stuff. And then I also play with the fan corps in. So there's a couple of fan cards that I think are interesting. You can see Shinra and Protogen are in this hand, whereas Celestic and Valley Truster, whatever. And yeah, this is pretty neat. There's also the asteroid cards from the big box collection. Look at this. Some cheaper trading, strip mine, big asteroid. Probably don't need a lawsuit in a solo game, but pretty cool. Celestic kind of works with this whole floater thing. We could trade pretty quickly and easily. But let's look at where these neutral cities are going to go. So I'm going to do them top to bottom, and I'm going to start with the city from the top, and slowly go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then this city from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 1, 2, 3, 5, and then 4 more, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So this one here, city here. I don't want to mark them because then I'll be confused. And then they each get a greenery. So starting in the top left, going clockwise, this one's 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10. Yeah. And then this one here is 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I screw that one up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10. And this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. Okay, so we're all set up. If you didn't know how to set up a solo run, there you go. These TRs, or these things, don't do oxygen. The cubes are just to help me track where I've gotten my TR from. And then let's actually talk about what we have in the game. So, very interestingly, lots of plant income. We don't have anything that really goes with microbes. So if I talk to you about Protogen, you can add 2 microbes to this card, or remove all microbes on this card and put them on a different card, and you start with 50 bucks. So that's pretty cool. You could do that with symbiotic fungus at -14, so not quickly, and really pump it up and then drop them all somewhere else. But I don't think we're interested in those cards. Like I just said, lawsuit is not very interesting to us. Shinra is cool. Every time you play a power tag, you get income. You start with 1, you start with some energy. Playing Strip Mine on the first turn would be cool to use Shinra for, but I can't help but feel like it wouldn't be particularly useful because we have no energy tags otherwise. I think that Biolab is a interesting plant income that is cool, whereas we have play a card from hand ignoring global requirements. We don't have any cards in hands that have global requirements, literally, other than symbiotic fungus, which isn't that powerful. So I'd rather get rid of that. So it looks like we're going to start with a bunch of plant production, a plant tag, and a science tag. Cities are good early, but I don't have any city cards. And getting rid of cards early looks like it's inevitable. The colonies in play, we have to delete one of these ourselves. See, there's discard or activate. Ugh, they're not really good. There's no Pluto or metals or even money. But the floaters are interesting. I can't tell what I want to get rid of. I don't think I want to go for woolly mammoths. Oh, we also have the metals company. We should talk about that one. We've already done a Valley Trust, I think, but I really like the idea of it, despite not having any science tags. I guess we do Celestic. We haven't done Celestic before. So with Celestic, we get floater cards, and we can put floaters down, which makes Atmos collectors good. This is good. Airliners is also good. You need at least 3 floaters, and then you get 2 more floaters. So if we play Atmos collectors, we will be good because we'll have 2, and then we can put 1. Asteroid Hollowing is very expensive for what it is, though I do like it in general. So I'm just putting these cards up here because they're not useful to me. And then these 2 cards are also really powerful, and this is a points per Jovian, so I have a really hard time not taking a points per Jovian. We're just going to hit OK. We're not doing milestone randomization because there are no milestones. We'll discard those 2 for now. I don't know. We're at -2 income. We haven't decided on the colonies, though it looks like I'm going to get rid of Miranda, because Miranda is just points, and the other ones help you actually win. So you're activated. Oh, yeah, they're all activated. This one won't go out until I tell it to, but since I'm playing Celestic, it will. Corporate HQ will be Celestic. I can't throw it Strip Mine, Big Asteroid, or Water from Europa. They're too good. But I can take these ones. And then it's really just a question of Metals Company or Biosphere support. Like, Biosphere is really good, but because I have Strip Mine and Water from Europa and stuff, I really think that the extra metals will help. So we'll do that. So the first thing we do in this mod is click this to activate our thing. That gave us $42. We're keeping 6 cards, which cost 18. Ugh. Ugh. That's way more than I expected. Do we want to throw out one more? I don't think so. Then we'll get Metals Company. I'm not sure what we're going to do on the first turn, but Metals Company is fine. It gave us a Production Everywheres. And then the Biolab. I'm not sure where... My friend Dave usually sits in this seat, so I'm not sure where he locks his things. See, he has lock points here for all the things. Though this must be what he does. There, and then there. So we'll draw 3 cards and get a plant income. I do like this card would have worked well with the other one. Maybe. And then recruitment. Exchange a non-leader delegate with your own. Okay, so the first action we need to take with our company is to go find 2 floater cards in the deck. So these are all dead to us. And then we're going to flip through until we find a floater. When we play competitively, we throw all the cards that get drawn this way back in the deck. But for now, we will just play legally. Oh, no, excuse me. And there's another one, floater leasing. Interesting cards, for sure. Because floater leasing is income for every 3 floaters we have, right? So now, we have lots of cards. We have not much money. What do we do? Because my plan was to play these 2 cards out the gate, and I'm realizing that that was a dumb plan because you couldn't afford all that stuff. So what do? Well, I'm not sure. We could fly on the first turn for 3 energy, but it's not really actually that useful, is it? And because we can't use the metals, I still think it's best to play Atmos Collectors. I just don't know what to do with the card. And so we can play this card, see how it costs $15. We click to activate the card. It gives us the 2 floaters that we can place on any card. We're obviously going to choose to put it on that. And then I don't see a point in doing anything other than selling 2 cards to play airliners right away. So we could sell magnetic field domes and recruitment. Calvinists are coming into power, which does nothing for us. I guess we could spend money to get them in, or get our own people in power instead of playing airliners. But we're going to do this. Discard, we get $2. If we activate this, it gives us a floater place. For now, we'll just put it on our company because we don't need it on this. No, that's dumb. We will put it on that. And then I'll play airliners for 11 because we have the 3 floaters we require. Gives me 2 more floaters and a little bit of income. And then for now, I could do 4 heat or 2 titanium. I think I'm going to do 2 titanium. So then I'm going to pass by turning off my little rocket ship. And I'm going to hit... Oh, I'm going to put out my delegate is what I'm going to do. Where do I want it to go next generation? I have no tags here and no tags there. I guess I'll have some Venus next turn, and since I'll have Titanium, Unity is better than Scientist. So, end turn. We get to do a bump on behalf of the world government. What helps us? We don't need oxygen. We don't need heat. I'm going to do the heat because getting the heat a little bit higher helps a lot in doing this and getting those early heat production bonuses. And then we go here and we click lose a TR. The global event is not done yet, so there's no global event to do. Or actually, then I do this. New government. Okay, Calvinists are in. Long live Calvinists. I get no money because I had no heat production. Reds are in the line. And then changing times. Reds gets a second delegate. Mars first. And then War on Earth. Well, that's just awful. Okay. And then we hit done. Woo! And there we go. So this is good. Quantum Extractor. Heather's pretty far out. And I only have 1 science tag, so I can't get extreme files either. So I think I'm just going to buy the single card, because we really don't have the money to talk about other things. And what actually gives us value? I don't know. We are so broke right now. I did not think we would be so broke. We have 3 titanium. We could have 5. Because I think what would be best is to play Jetstream Microscrapers. Right? For $12. And then we activate it to get a titanium for some floaters. And then here it's like, again, do I take 2 steel, or 2 titanium rather, which could be good, or do I do 4 heat? Because if I do 4 heat next round, it'll give me a heat bump. Or I could just fly here to Io. Don't know. It's baffling me. I think I'm just going to take the titanium And then I'll activate this to put a floater anywhere, and I'll put it on our Jetstream micro scraper so that we can activate it more times consecutively. So we have 4 titanium now, and I'm just not using it. I could overpay to get directed impactors, which is a good card. I should probably do it, but I don't have enough to fund it right now. Oh god, and friggin' Mars is going to come into play. And I have to lose 2 cards. I forgot I had to lose 2 cards. Okie dokie. Well, crap. And I can't play floater leasing this turn. Yikes. What 2 cards would I lose? I guess I'm going to lose directed impactors. Despite having titanium and wanting to use it. And water imports from Europa? I guess floater leasing is the least valuable here. We are in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are not doing super hot. We'll put another delegate out into Unity. And then we're just going to pass. Oh, God, we are in trouble. Venus is a win condition, yes. We'll do another heat bump just so that it's right at the door step. And then we will lose ATR. Do the global event, which I have no influence, so I get no money, and I have to discard 2 cards, which really hate to go. We're being just thrashed with bad events and bad places for the delegates to go. So that's completed. Actually, I think we just leave it. And then we click changing times. And then that comes over. Okay, cards with resources get more resources is good for us. So that's something. Central Power Station's a very fun card. Very expensive, but cool. A second fleet isn't awful for Spaceport Colony. But none of these are really doing anything we need it to be doing. My biggest issue is with Reds in power. It's going to cost me an arm and a leg to do anything. So maybe I should just buy more cards this round. But, like, I'm not sure a Spaceport Colony is the way to go. I need energy production, which I can't get unless I get science. Like, my engine's already stalled out. It's really where we're at here. Oh, God. Okay. I will buy the single card. And we're basically just going to wait another generation. This is not good. Oh, my God. Because instead of using this generation, I'm going to activate it to put more on it. I could fly this generation, but it wouldn't give me much. So instead, I will use this for 2 titanium. So we got plenty of titanium. I can't afford anything, really, that I want to do. What's coming in now? Unity is coming in. I mean, I only have 2 Unity tags, so, like... Yeah... I'll put my delegate into scientists. What's getting a delegate next? Mars first? Okay. Well, crap. And then... This is very bad. Oh, God. Alright, so we're going to be able to activate this 3 rounds in a row. I'm just going to pass my money. And all my medals. And just cry. We'll bump Venus so that we can get closer to that free card. Oh, yeah, usually we put these cubes over. Oh, excuse me. To represent the Venus tracking. But they're not laid out correctly. So, bear with me. Again, this is more of a thing we do because in competitive games, it can be tricky to follow where everyone's getting their TR and if they're at the correct number. Now that there's so much automation, it's not as bad, but it's good for checking things. So, boop. And then you know what people have bumped every generation. You also know where your TR is coming from, though we don't have any. So that's bad. And then here's all the TR near the political track, which I'm also not playing well. So that's bad. I didn't do a TR bump that round, so I didn't have to pay an extra $3. Though I didn't take. I was in last place when Reds came in, so I was supposed to get a TR from Reds, which means I should have $1 more from that production. And then we hit this stuff here. So we lose a TR. The global event is make money for cities. I don't own any. I do have 2 influence though, so I get $4. And then the new government comes in. So this is going to be us. We have 2 tags. You can see here, 0 Venus, 0 Earth. Sorry, 0 Jovian, 0 Earth, 2 Venus. So when I click this, down in the chat, it says we've got 2 credits from that, and then changing times. But now we have an influence for being in here. Also, your boy Titanium is worth more, which we got 7 of. So let's draw space cards. You know what? Water to Venus, we'll take it. Everything else here is freaking bad. Okay. Oh, God. So let's start with the big ol' asteroid, I think. So this is worth 4 this particular round. We use 7 of it to overpay. Bling. So put this event over here. Gave us 2 bumps, which gave us a heat production, which is nice. Heat production right there. I'd like to use a titanium on rim freighters to make traveling cheaper. Speaking of travels, let's activate this to trash to get 3 energy. We'll use 2 of the energy to fly to Io, which gets us 8 heat. So we'll do a heat bump there. Nice. That got our heat production up another step, so we're working it. We can do water to Venus, and using 2 titanium, we can bump that. So that puts this up a little bit higher. Then, because we're doing so hot, 2 floaters for another Venus bump. Excuse me. So, like, it took 4 generations, but now we're starting to do things. And that feels okay. But now what? Like, you know, we got all the way here, and now what? I'm going to activate Celestic, and we're going to put a floater on here to keep pumping this up. Like, do I buy water imports from Europa? We'd be $2 shy of actually using the card, so no. Scientist is coming in. Let's put a delegate into scientist, and if we end turn, you can see it comes back to us, which is nice. Though we only have 1 science tag, so putting scientist in isn't that useful. We have $30. Like, what do we do? I'm debating whether or not we should use spaceport. Just to draw some more freaking cards or titanium or something. We can play spaceport by playing $11 for an energy. Yeah, fine. You know what? I will, just to get our income up. So $11 there. Spaceport colony. 1, 2, 3 steel that we have brings it all the way down to that. We can. Oh, we can't play it. We cannot play it. So 3 steel and $16 back. This card is not ours. 4 income back. Because we do not have a colony. We most certainly do not have a colony. So maybe instead of doing the power plant, we can go back to this. We also have to get rid of our city and building tag, because those got counted when I activated this card. What do we want to do with 30 bucks? Maybe I should have bought a freaking colony on IO. I'm kind of leaning towards a colony on Ganymede right now just to go get plants next turn. So you know what? Let's do that. Colony. And then Ganymede gives us a plant production. Man, we are so boned. We are so very boned. And then we're gonna take all of this money to the next round as we figure out what the heck is going on. We're gonna just bump the oxygen because that's like the trickiest metric to do. Well, maybe the oceans at this point. And then we'll come over here. We will lose a TR. We'll do the global event. Oh, isn't there a special rule for this? Let me do a quick Google search. Terraforming Mars, solo, war on Earth. We're on solo. Like, do I put variant? I can't find it. I don't know if there is one, but basically, I have really planned this out well because I have 3 influence. I have 1 for my delegate here, 1 for my leading the party, and 1 for having people in the party. So I'm going to lose a manual TR, and I'm going to denote that just by losing a cube over here. And then I'm going to gain a TR woo, for coming into power, which is nice. So then we're going to make money for our science tags, which are like basically none. I make $1 because we are failing to play this game well at all. And now space tags bad, steel production good, resources on cards good. As long as there's a resource on cards, you're good. Done. Oh god, I don't know. Do I have energy tags? No. So energy savings would help get out something like strip mine or spaceport colony. Invention contest would help us draw the deck. I do like the magnetic shield, but just can't. And then this needs 5% oxygen, and then you need some sort of microbe engine. So that's also probably a non-starter. So let's grab these 2 cards. If I do the Venus bump, which I will, I get a card because I hit the breakpoint. We got a Jovian Embassy, which is metals for a TR, which isn't too bad. I can't get strip mine and energy savings, can I? I don't think so. So I'm not on the board yet, right? No. So I can do 3 energy for that floater. I can get a floater from here to replace it. And then 2 energy to fly to Ganymede. We're now at 11 plants, which is nice. I really want to strip mine, but I don't think it's possible. Either way, I think I need to get this energy. I just don't know. If I spend 15 bucks on energy, then I have 14 bucks left, and then $8 worth of stuff, bringing me to a total of 22. So if I grab 2 steel with a green replacement, I could play strip mine. That's why I'm holding off of invention contest. You know what? I really think we need some stuff. And metals production is going to be good anyway. Titanium production's been good. So right now, see, $17.04, so we can't do it. But if I click this, it's 8 plants for a granary. Here or here. I'm going to start over here because there's just better adjacencies, I think. Well, it's kind of the same. Yeah. So there, we get this cube because we put up the oxygen. We get 2 steel for the placement. And then, there we go. Strip mine. All of our productions go up, and we did 2 more oxygen. This is probably driving people nuts, so let's clean this up into columns of 5, because rows are so yesterday. There we go. That's a little bit more neat and tidy. People like that, right? Yeah, so now we have 3 and 2. None of this is particularly sexy. Let's end our turn after putting out our delegate. If we get a card for every influence, but we might want influence to cancel out space tags being bad. We only have 1, but we could play another. I don't know, I have a hard time not going to steal. So let's go here. Because we want... I'm not really... We don't have good... We have no good use for turmoil, and the turmoil events have been not great. So let's hit end turn. We don't have enough heat, right? We will bump something on behalf of Venus. I'm still holding out chance that we'll get Arctic algae, though the deck is 350 cards deep, so probably not. We'll do 1 more oxygen bump, because that's the hardest ones to do. And then, let's go over here. We will lose a TR. We will then do the event. The event says that you get a card per influence. We have 1 influence, so we get 1 card. And not bad. Use for titanium. And then we get all cards with the resource on them gain 1 resource. So we get a floater here and a floater here. Oh, I really wish we'd put one on Celestic, because we get a point for every 3 floaters on our company. But we did not. So then the new government comes in. We made a single dollar from that. And then the changing times come in. So right now our unity's lined up to come in. We're going to be losing an ocean in the future. Oh my god, maybe I shouldn't even put oceans down. And then we hit done. What a mess of a game. Alright, spin-inducing asteroid is max 10%, so we can still play this, which is nice. Event analyst, I do like a lot, but we need to get 2 more delegates into scientist, or put science into power, and that's not happening on its own. Industrial microbes is finally something useful. And a 7% for this energy might not be bad either. You know, I almost want to grab all of them, but I clearly can't. I wanted the energy for quantum extractor, but we're running out of time. We're running out of time quickly. But I guess it's fine. It is fine, okay. So I'm going to start off by consuming this for 3 energy, using 2 of the energy, and we're going to fly to Titan. That gets us 4 floaters, which is nice because we have to put all of it in 1 spot, actually. But here's the thing. If I put them here, then we never have to put more floaters here again, basically. So that's cool. I also want to do the spin-inducing asteroid. That costs us 4 titanium, $4. Let's do the invention contest first. Draws 3 cards. We get to keep 1. I think we'd rather have the Methane from Titan card, because we don't have enough science tags or reasons to keep those ones. Can we play Methane from Titan? I don't think so. 16 bucks, right? So no. And we wouldn't really want to anyway, because I think the spin-inducing asteroid is where it's at. Bing. So that's 2 more bumps, and then while we're at it, we'll click this for another bump. So that's 3 Venus bumps. We're 1 away from getting the double TR. Let's keep making these cool little columns. You can see that we've really focused on Venus here. Just so happens that the cards we've drawn have gone that way. And then let's get industrial microbes for sure. So that's 3 steel to go with it. Click. We didn't place anything on the board this generation, so we don't get a bonus. All of a sudden, though, we don't look so awful. We definitely want to get into control. We only have 1 space tag, so we don't need the control. But I'd like to have it. And then we have 2 bucks left and 5 plants and some heat. I think we just pass. Uh-oh. Going into Generation 7. Let's do 1 more oxygen bump. Because I have windmills, which is an energy power thing, and it needs 7% oxygen, so that helps get there. I mean, we need oceans, but we're about to lose an ocean, so I'm wondering if the oceans are literally the last thing we're going to do. We all lose a TR. We do the global event. It doesn't affect us. The new government comes in. We get a TR for reasons. Yay, us. Oh, it automatically gave us the TR for that. Maybe I stole an extra TR earlier. Well, let's look. 1, 2, we have, excuse me, lag spikes. We have 14, and we should be minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we should be plus 8. 14 plus 8 is only 22. What am I missing here? Did I get TR from something else? Why is my TR up so high? And this is why you get the cubes out, because it's easier to track, but... Oh, and then it just turned... When I opened up my window, it killed my game log. No! Not like this. Right? Because 14, you lose 1 per generation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should totally only be plus 8. Why am I at 25 TR? Somebody help me. Like, I did not play a card that gave me more TR. Even the card that I canceled out, because I was upset about it. And I haven't played any oceans that I forgot to grab. When I click this button, my TR definitely comes down. I know that I have this extra TR here, but I lost it because of the war. And that was the one I counted from the Reds party coming in. Well, 8 plus 14 is 22, so I was 3 too high there, so I'll lose $3. But it's sketchy. I feel like a cheater. Maybe I had too much money last round. I mean, I passed with money, didn't I? Still. Why do I have too much TR? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 3 clicks of this. So 10, and then a heat bump for 11. And then 2 chairmanships. And a greenery for 14. And then the red's coming into power. I guess I'm just a cheater. Wow, how weird is that? Probably not weird for you guys, thinking I'm a cheater the whole time. Either way, let's continue. I do like sponsored academies. And flooding is a cheap ocean. Do I want a cheap ocean? I probably should start on the oceans. So if I discard these cards, spend $6, I'd only have 20 something bit left. Is it worth flying this generation? Not really. I could fly twice if I built the spaceport colony, though. Where would I fly twice to? 6 heat is not enough. A floater's no big deal. No, I think we'll maybe fly twice next generation. So let's talk. If we bump Venus for 2 floaters, we get a TR from Venus, and then we get a bonus purple TR because we hit the extra bonus. Just not seeing my game chat. There it is. Oh, weird. It just cuts out when I bring it too high. And I can scroll up it here. I'm just trying to see where I would have got my decreased, increased. Yeah, it cuts out sometimes. By 1, increase Venus by 1. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it in the log. I know this is probably not the most engaging content, but I think you guys are just as curious as I am. Increase the temperature. But it's just not there. Most of this is decreases. Okay, whatever. So I have money. There's a couple of things I could do. Do I have a Venus tag? No, I don't. But I don't need one because methane is actually oxygen, not Venus requirement. So what do we need? We need a lot of things. We're having a bad run right now. Oh, are we ever? What do I want to do? I think I want to start helping, scientists come into power. And if I spent $5, I could get another science tag. I just don't know if I have the money to really throw at that. I could do... I mean, we're losing an ocean this round, right? No, that's next round. No, wait. Yeah, these didn't move. I got so confused when I changed the party, I forgot to bring up the new delegates. So, oceans are leaving next round, but colonies are bad. Oh my god. Steel production good. Just struggling here. Let's start with the flooding. And we're gonna play the flooding here for 2 cards. And we're just gonna see what we get. Probes to Jovian moons. It's not bad. Floater tech, really not bad either. So now windmills 7%. We're not at it yet. We're a plant shy. Well, maybe it is worth flying here then. So let's consume a floater for 3 energy, consume 2 energy, and fly to Ganymede. And then let's throw down a greenery and do it for 2 plants. Now we'll do it for a card, because again, we're really digging for a card here to save us. Not that I'm sure what would. So that's fine, thank you. Windmills. I can't think of anything other than windmills, really. We technically have enough for Spaceport Colony, and I technically could fly another time. And that would get us enough. That would get us enough to fly to get heat, but not enough heat to actually do anything. But it would give us income. Ugh. I'm just gonna do the windmills. And then because I'd rather not have Calvinist, I will spend $5 for a delegate. And then because it gives me an additional influence, I will play Event Analyst. And it'll get us some money back because Scientist is coming in. And we can play it because we have at least 2 delegates. Unity's in power, but there's nothing for me to really spend my titanium on. Unless I do an asteroid. Which, it's worth 4. Which I guess I will. So space event, cool. And then I'll spend our heat for another one. So this is nice. Got lots of TR cubes hanging out. And that's everything. That's all our money. Oh, God. Let's do... We're going to lose an ocean soon. I'm not sure. I guess we put an ocean here. Because that way we can build to it or around it. Let's hit done. No. Now we go over here. TR reduces it by 1. The global event is you get steel for steel influence, or steel production and influence. So I have 4 and 3 influence. So I get total of 7 steel, which is nice. The new party comes in. We get $3. And a TR for that, which is nice. We'll take our TR cube. Good thing I was tracking with these cubes. I know it was confusing, but I don't know how I got all that extra TR on that round. And I don't know if I was ahead the whole time. Didn't feel like it. I felt pretty broke. So Scientist is back in. And then we click Changing Times. So we're going to get a standard resource per influence now. And Mars First is lined up to come in. Lucky Meteorite, GMO Contract. Ugh. I mean, GMO Contract is a science tag that we kind of need. And House Printing is nice because it's, you know, steel for steel and a point. But I think we're going to leave all that stuff behind, spend the $3 on GMO Contract. And then see about getting a GMO contract. Oh, I didn't. I should have a floater here from Celestic last round. I'm going to go ahead and cheat. So what do we want to do? With all our steel, I think it's impossible to say that Spaceport Colony isn't the right call. We have 2 energy production, so we can fly and use this for something else. Though I'm not sure what. Maybe we start with sponsored academies. Okay. So that's $9. We have to throw out a card. The card I was going to throw out is obviously Industrial Center. And then we get these 3 cards in its place. For example, Dusk Laser Mining is pretty cute. So now we have 3 science. If only I could get to 4, I could play Quantum. We can start getting close to it by putting our delegate in greens. And then I can use... Who's in power science? Yeah, okay. I'm going to use this for 3 energy. Oh, wait. I don't have 2 fleets, do I? Oh, I will, though. So I'll play this. I can't manually do it or automatically do it anymore because I screwed up earlier. So this will cost us 11 steel. 11 steel is $22. This goes here. We have a colony, so we can actually play it this time. So we lose an energy, gain 4 income. We get a city to put down. We'll just do it here for $2 back. And we get a second fleet. So now, for 2 energy, I will fly to here, which gets us up to 8 plants, which I'll activate. Ooh, we can get 2 titanium for this. Oh, we have another card that's good for greens, too. I don't think I need the 2 plants. So yeah, 2 titanium and $2. $2, 2 titanium. And very neatly, it gives us enough for the heat bump because it bumps and bumps. So that's some more TR. Very good. We have $25. I'm leaning towards methane from Titan. But we should spend 2 floaters to get a bump, which is nice. I'm going to activate Celestic again to keep putting it on this thing because we're grinding that right out. Though I have floater technology, I'll probably end up using it on that. If I spent $5, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend $5. I'm going to buy a delegate into greens. I'm going to hit end, which is going to put them lined up. Then I'm going to spend $3 on GMO contract. That gives us the required amount, or sorry, it gives us a bump, first of all, so we get $3 back, or $2 back. And now we're at 4 science tags. This is up as well, and we have a city tag. I forgot to click those earlier. With 4 science tags, we have enough for quantum extractor. Now we have 5 energy, so we can use our floaters for like titanium or something now instead. If I play this, it's $2 cheaper now, and our titanium's only worth 3 this round, so we use 2 titanium. Dusk Laser Mining is ours. We lose an energy production, but gain 4 titanium right now. And then, can I play this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have just enough to get methane from Titan. Part of me is screaming, get probes to Jovian moons, because it's cost reduction and it's titanium production. But I think the heat and plants is so much more required for our build. So I'm going to do that one first. So that is fantastic. How many green tags do we even have? Just 2 microbe tags. So we're not going to make much money off the turmoil coming in. But This is nice. This is good. All of a sudden, I don't feel as sad about our build. So we're going to pass. This has a blue cube on it because that's what I did last time. Hit done. I'm going to cover this spot with a blue cube again. We're going to go over here. We're going to lose a TR. Do the event, which is get a thing per influence we have. We have 3 influence. So it's going to be, do we want 3 plants, which could be good, or do we want 3 titanium or something rather? We can actually split it up. So I think I want 2 plants because then I can put something here for 2 more. And I'll grab a single titanium. That's with our 3 influence. And then we also have to remove an ocean. I plan on removing this one, which means that there's now a new blue cube that has to be built. That ends that. Oh, I have to click party into power. We got our TR. Let's grab the cube. And then we hit changing times. So now green rees give us money. Arctic algae, you're a little bit late. IO mining, I'll take it. Arctic algae, I'm pretty sure -12. We can technically still play it. It might actually be just in time. So discard. That's 2 cards. That's fun. We have 2 fleets, so we can fly twice. So let's start off by flying 2 times. First we'll fly to Io for 10 heat, and then we'll fly to Ganymede. I really do want to play Wildlife Dome, which we can do with 5 steel and $5. If I place it here, I get 2 plants back. Whee! So 2 plants. Oh, I had more than I realized I had. How do you get so many plants? I also trigger GMO contract twice. And I... Oh, because I went to Ganymede. Yes, of course. I triggered GMO contract twice, which is nice. And I get $4 for Unity being in power. I'm then going to spend 8 plants on a greenery. That'll go here. That's for a plant, a titanium, and $8 because 2 oceans and the miles or the turmoil. Friggin', I'm usually silky smooth in Tabletop Simulator, so obviously my computer is not a fan of my recording it and playing it at the same time, which can be kind of annoying. I'm sure it doesn't look great on your guys' end. We obviously need Arctic algae. There's like no 2 ways about it. So that's nice. And then we get to get some money back from GMO contract. What else? I should do heat bumps probably now that I've played that card. 1, 2 heat bumps. Very good. More TR for us. I can't figure out, do we have enough to play Probes to Jovian Moons and IO Mining Industries? And I don't think we do. So I think I play IO. And again, I'm playing a Jovian with a Jovian friggin' discount in my hand. Ooh, actually, maybe we do, because we consume this for 2 titanium, and I'll consume 2 floaters to get another Venus bump, because we are just crushing the Venus. We'll activate this to put a floater down here. What generation is it? We're getting close. We're 9, so we have 3 generations if we're going to use, like, imports. I need it. So what's this? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. $18 means that we'd have 15, which means we do have enough. So we spend 5 of it on this. Oh, because I have $2 off from our friggin' quantum. Nice. So that's nice. And then we have $2 off again. Let's put those the discount cards together. So we have $4 off this bad boy. And using our 2 titanium, IO Mining Industries is ours. I do have enough to play floater prototypes, but there's no rush to do so. I also have enough to convert... Ooh, this is actually a good call. We'll take local heat trapping and convert 5 heat into 4 plants, because on this particular generation, greens is in, so building greeneries is all the more worthwhile. And if we do it here, we'll get $2 for the ocean, $4 for the green party, and 2 steel. I think that means I'm $1 shy, aren't I? Yeah, I'm $1 shy of Jovian Embassy, which is fine. Don't need it. So let's pass, because we've done well after putting our delegate out. Do we need influence? We do not. We have one. We have one. We're good. What tags do we like? We have 5 green tags, 6 Unity tags, not to mention our titanium's worth extra, being nice. So I think we just want to try and shove Unity in. We don't have much heat production. We don't want reds at all. Do we want it in right now? I don't need influence this generation, so I could wait for next generation to shove Unity in. But because I have 6 titanium, it would be good. It's 6 titanium plus another 2 titanium if I use this. It's hard to say. I think I want the titanium to be worth extra. I do. So we spend $5, we put a delegate out, and oh, excuse me. Usually when you hit end turn and you haven't passed, it reassesses this stuff. So on behalf of the government, oh, this is our TR cube as well. We definitely need them to help us with the oceans. Let's just put it here or here. I really want this 2 card spot for us, which is why I'm all wiggling around. And then let's go over here. We lose a TR. We do the event. We lose no money. The government comes in, that's us. We get a TR and a bunch of credits. We got 6 credits. And then the changing times brings out a new Unity guy. And blue cards are going to be bad in the future. Okay. And apparently scientists are coming into power. Then we hit done. So grass is good. Sister planet support, not great. Terraforming contract, not great. Because there's only, like... Oh, one of these blue cubes is missing. 1, 2, 3... plus 1 that got swallowed up by the government. Well, I guess that's one of these. I'm confusing myself for some reason. But there's 6 oceans in here and 3 left. The blue cube that... Yeah, okay. We're fine. So what do we want to do? I don't think any of this is great. Other than market manipulation. But it might be worth us flying to go get floaters anyway. Well, maybe not. I guess market manipulation might get us an extra plant, and grass is good. So 2 cards. Discard these ones. We can fly for 2 energy. Yeah, sure. We'll fly here. We'll get the 3 floaters we need for this thing. We'll activate this for titanium. We'll take this. We'll put this floater out. Yay. Actually, no. We'll put that floater on this one instead to make it evenly for 4. We'll activate it for a Venus bump because we're killing it. Now what? I'm not sure. I wish we had more cards. Oh, and then this Arctic algae should have activated when our thing went down. An ocean went down. So water imports from Europa. Unity's in power, so our titanium is worth 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop. And then we're going to activate it and use 3 titanium. And we'll get 2 cards and $2. And an ocean went down. So we get 2 plants. 1, 1. Pretty crummy. Pretty crummy. We'll do 6 steel for this bad boy. Get a TR that is purple. Let's see. Greenery doesn't seem too bad. I could get cocky and buy a city, but we need so many oceans and so much heat that it seems insane to contemplate that. Let's start by playing grass. It's minus 16 for grass, which we can do. Woo. That gives us $2 back because reasons. I'm leaning towards the city. So standard project city, I'm gonna need one sooner or later. We're gonna put it here. We get 2 plants and $4 back. We're then gonna make a greenery. We will put it here for 3 plants and $2. Then we'll put down another one, and we'll put it. Before building it, we'll do a standard project aquifer. We'll put it here. That'll get us $2. A titanium and Arctic algae will proc, and then we'll put this down in between them for $4. Yo! So that's cool. That's pretty cool. Then we do rad suits for $6. We have 2 more generations after this one. Sure. We never really got our income very high in this game. I guess we got lots of titanium. And now that we can buy oceans and stuff, that's fine. I just spent $6 on that, but did I want to put out a delegate? Not really. If anything, Unity's going to get another one, so they're probably coming in. We could pump the crap out of greens. We also have 6 of their tags, but we have 8 Unity tags plus all the extra titanium. I think it's fine to allow Unity some leeway here. So we'll turn off our thing. We will hit end turn. The government will help us with oceans because oceans are bad and hard for us to do. We should have some of these, one from our water imports and one from our thing. Well, I guess actually, do we need help with oceans now? We have 4 left. We're gonna get 1 for free, and we have 2 generations of buying them with titanium. So for now, let's just do a heat bump on behalf of the government. Or we'll do a Venus bump. There we go. I'm not sure, because there's a couple of cards that help with both of these. Let's just start with the heat bump. There's plenty of heat to do. Even if we get a card that allows heat to go up quicker. That's a thing. So now we're going to do the everyone loses a TR. The government event is money for Earth tags. So we have 1 Earth tag and 1 influence for $4. Then the government comes in. Woo! We don't really get much for that. We got 5 credits for having science tags. And then changing times. A couple of green delegates. Or a green delegate and a Mars first delegate. Why did I think Unity was going to get one? Oh, I was looking at the wrong card. That's why. Yikes. Okay. Okay, let's hit done then. So, Minority Refuge could have been good at one point, but is no longer good. Skydocks would have been good, but is no longer good. Building Industries and Solar Beam all fit into that same category of earlier would have been great. So now let's pump up Venus for a click. We have nothing better to do with market manipulation than put up Ganymede, probably. We're only traveling once this generation, right? I think so. Well, do we want to go to IO? Maybe I should have bought a thing on IO. So let's wait. First I'll play market manipulation. We'll put down Titan. And let's put up IO. And maybe next turn we fly to it? I can't tell. No, I should fly to both. So the next thing I'll do is put a floater out, and I'll put it on here, and I'll do it for 3 energy. And then I'll spend 2 energy twice, once to fly to Io, once to fly to Ganymede. That gets us to an even 16 heat, which I like, so I'll click it twice. We're all the way up to here. I really should have bought that Minority Refuge, I'm realizing, and just bought a colony on Io, because apparently I'm traveling there every generation. But I hadn't made up my mind at the time, so you're going to have to give me a quick little break. Is there a way for us to get a card? Not really. So we'll do this for 2 floaters. We'll put them both on our floater card, which has been really working it for us. We will do a water import from Europa, spending 3 titanium. Not sure where we want to go with that. We have lots of plans. I mean, I could put a greenery here and here. I don't see any super value locations. Getting titanium seems good, but what are we using it on, right? I guess I could have used the titanium to travel and made more heat. Oh, yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah. Let's just go here for 2 plants. And then because we put an ocean down, we get this. And now we spend 8 plants. Going here, we get a steel and $2. That's the last oxygen bump, so every greenery from here is just bonus. It's bonus meme. We got an ocean down, only 3 left. I gotta say, I probably should just buy heat bumps. We have one more generation, right? Yeah. Let's buy a heat bump and then buy a heat bump. Because that gets us all the way up to the ocean, which is nice. Oh, this actually is its own column now. I'll put it here. So I get a plant and 2 plants from this. Let's say 8 greens for another one. We'll go here. That gives us $4 and a plant. Maybe it was 2 plants? It was 2 plants. Don't like power infrastructure. So that gave us this, because we got the ocean for free, which prompts this. We have so much money. Like, I think that we've won, because I can basically buy out Venus, the oceans, and the heat. Not right now, but in general. So what do we not want to do? Not sure I know. I think I almost just passed for a generation. I'm not sure. Maybe I should put something into power that I want in power. So I'll put my delegate out here and then spend $5 on a delegate and hit end turn. That puts unity in, which I like. I think I got tripped up and didn't spend my 5. And if I did, then I was just way more rich than I realized. $30. I think I'm just going to pass. I think I just need to know what we're going to get. So the government's going to put an ocean down for us right here. So thank you, government. And then over here we lose a TR because reasons. The event says lose $3 per blue card. We have definitely 5. So 5 is the maximum for the record. We have an extra influence from our event analyst, which actually probably gave us influence a couple of times now, but I forgot to count it. So minus 5 minus 3 for our influence means 2 times minus 3. I don't know if my head's in the way. So I lose $6 from the event. Then the government's going to come in. I made $8 from that. Titanium's worth extra. And then changing times. Titanium is now back to 4. Done. What do we got here? Anything to use our titanium on? Hell no. Hell no. I mean, this is at least a point. God, that's bad. Okay. So, 2 floaters for a Venus bump. Ah, man. What the heck? I was really hoping to do better than this. We put a floater on our card over here. We're going to spend 2 energy to fly to Ganymede. We'll spend 2 titanium to fly to Io. That gives us enough for a heat bump. We definitely have enough plants to get a couple of greens. I'm going to play the business network for 4 because I'm kind of desperate for a card that doesn't suck. Or processor. It's a card that sucks. We have 1 ocean left. We will spend 3 titanium to get it. And we'll grab 3 heat with it and $2. 1, 2, 3. And that's nice because we can then spend a floater here for 4 heat. And that gives us another heat bump. Very, very Gucci. And now we have all the oceans. all the heat. Or sorry, we don't have all the heat or all the Venus. So I just need to click the buttons. I just need to click the buttons. So Venus bump, Venus bump. I love you, Venus bump. We'll get an extra point for having our delegate in here because we're leading a party. And then 2 heat bumps. I think first what I need to do is buy a city because I have enough for it. And I'll put it here for a card. Nope. And $4. And then I'm going to buy a greenery. It will go beside me for $6. And then we can talk about, we do at least one of these bumps for heat. And then let's talk. Do I have enough to buy a greenery and then with the rebate make enough money to buy the heat bump? Because $23 leaves me with 9. And I think I can. Because what I would do is go here first. Yeah. So I buy a greenery. I'm down to $9. I go here. This gives me a plant and $4. And then I buy a greenery again for 8 plants. And I can put that beside one of my 2 cities, which is hot. Then I can buy, because I get $2 for the ocean adjacency, I buy the asteroid, and we've done it. We have maxed out the oceans, the heat, the Venus, and the oxygen. For funsies, let's play solar power, just using a bunch of steel. Oh, we actually had 2 extra plants from Arctic algae. It doesn't matter though, because I needed to be adjacent to 3 oceans for $6. Though why would I go, instead of going here, I'm going to go here, because that gives us an extra plant, which matters now. Is that cool? Cool, no flags on the play. 2 oceans and a plant. This one here is 2 oceans and 2 plants. It's just better. Gives the neutrals a point, but whatever. And then, yeah, these cards are just garbage, so I can just sell them anyway. So I actually could have... Ooh. No, again, there's no plant beside any of my cities. And it won't matter anyway. So I discard. I get $2. Does not matter. I pass. I hit end turn. And we get a bonus greenery. Whee! Which we'll put beside our city. So, refresh. And then we just talk. We don't have awards and milestones because it's solo. We have 58 TR because we were blitzing it. Greeneries 14, cities 12. We're already at 84. We are the lead and a chairman. Leading and chairman for 2 points. And then we just look at our cards. So if I group them, I can say no points, yay, no points, yay, no points. And we just go through, keep hanging out. Woo, another points per Jovian. Like, we got 2 points per Jovians, which feels nice. And a decent number of Jovians, actually more than I remembered playing. Not a super amount, but negative point over here. So most of our points were TR. But let's see. We have our counters at 5 Jovians. So if I go and grab a calculator, I'm going to put this to 5. But we have it twice, so that's 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Minus 1 is 8. So 18 points on cards. And there you go, 104. Was it a great game? Mm, did I cheat by getting too much TR at one point? I may have had one or two extra dollars. That's all I can say. I definitely rectified the issue thanks to having cubes. And I have no idea how my TR was that much higher. I couldn't find another card. For all I know, I hurt myself by 3 TR, and I actually did warrant having it because of some event or something that I missed. In fact, that makes me wonder, what was the first events? They were just money, yeah. So I'm not sure. Either way, I'm happy with 104. It's a decent game. I'm not sure if this is more aesthetically pleasing, especially with the hiccups and the frame rate. I'm not sure how it's going to come through on YouTube's end. I have it a couple every so many minutes. It'll be a small hang up, but maybe the software that's recording is having a harder time. But let me know. Is this a better format? Um, than scrolling up and down through the web client, or is having everything laid out in that 2D format just way easier to follow, especially when I'm zooming in, zooming out, going left, right. Like if somebody said, I get motion sickness from watching this, I'd be like, well, maybe. Like that kind of does make sense. So either way, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.